And we have a question from Russell, who says, as my listening gets better in immersion at home, it gets worse in person. I'm surrounded by 95% native speakers 12 hours a day for work and literally have to communicate. But why is my... I'm trying to make up the rest of the question. Why is my listening in person worse than at home?
I assume by at home you mean with a piece of content where someone has a microphone in front of them and is likely scripted.
Yeah, I assume.
Yeah, like I have the same problem. It's much easier to understand a YouTuber speaking than it is to understand a off-the-cuff conversation. Like, for example, with this transcription exercise, I've been doing sort of like two different types of content. Yesterday I was doing this video summary, which is 100% scripted and is right in front of somebody with a microphone. And the other one is Shark Tank. And you've got people from all different parts of Mexico.
How can you watch Shark Tank?
God. I love Shark Tank. It's great. You've got people from all different parts of Mexico. It's, maybe it is scripted, but it doesn't seem scripted. Like, there are conversations happening, and there is mumbling. There are people speaking under their breath. It is edited, but it's not scripted.
It's edited, yeah.
And so the Shark Tank is way harder to transcribe than a video essay about, some movie. So I think that's probably the main reason that you're seeing this difference between the way you do at home and what you do in person. In person, like, everything is messy. The language is messy. It's spoken weird. It's not scripted. It's people mumbling, people making mistakes. Weird. Exactly. Like, if you listen back to this hour conversation with me and Ben, we made mistakes in our language.
Nope, I'm perfect.
And we don't realize it in the moment. And I see this all the time I hear this all the time with anybody that you're talking to. And you just kind of have to, like, roll with the mistakes. And if you're so used to never hearing mistakes or hearing extremely clear audio, you don't have any practice trying to disambiguate the actual meaning from what's being said, or the words from the context, or for what the word is in a world in which you can't hear all the sounds of the word. So using more natural speech as your practice medium, using street interviews or podcast conversations, but that are a little maybe not using the highest quality mics. This is something that the CEFR tests do. They force you to listen to, like, a conversation on a panel of people who aren't mic'd in a giant echoey room, and you have to basically answer questions about what they talked about. And it's a very significant challenge, but you can find practice materials for that specific challenge.
Yeah, it's sort of an age-old question, just how do you get better at these things and listening, and it's kind of to do that thing and practice specifically with that kind of in-person conversation. And so potentially doing something like sitting down with a coworker, if like on a break or something, and having them talk to you and in that closer to that environment, and trying to see, like, what are the things that are tripping you up? Is it like parts of the language that you can actually go study back home, or is it more just the environment, or is it your focus? Like, there's a lot of different things that it could be, and so spending a little bit of time to figure out what it might be could be really helpful for figuring out why there's a big discrepancy between your at-home abilities versus your at work. And, like, stress and just, like, over other things like that can also cause that. I know that I sound way more natural and comfortable at home than when I'm in a stressful social situation, because that's scary. Like, just straight up, even in your native language, right? If you're stressed out, you're going to get tongue-tied and struggle to say things and flub words. So finding those things and training yourself if you can is probably going to help the best. Cool. Thank you for the question.